Well, hi everyone. I'm John Retland, and this is my review of WWE Raw 316 from the Performance Center. Yeah, it is the special Stone Cold edition, so special that he came out right at the end, and there were a few recaps. And oh, by the way, the Performance Center is where WWE programming is going to be hosted for the foreseeable future because of you know what, because of all the stuff that is going on that I'm not going to mention right here. But also, it's where WrestleMania is going to be held. WrestleMania 36 is going to be from the Performance Center. Vince managed to get one over on everybody. I don't know how the fuck he did it. I don't know why he's doing this, but by God, Vince McMahon is batshit insane. One, I hope that every single talent, staff member, anybody that is at WrestleMania 36 and leading up to these shows and afterwards until this whole thing calms down, stay safe, stay healthy, and all that. WrestleMania 36 at the Performance Center is going to be bizarre. Don't even bother with pyro. Just have some, tech crew people out there and just, I guess, have a blast. And it better be a short WrestleMania. That's all I'm going to say, because I definitely don't want to see 5 hours or 6 hours of WrestleMania, in a little place where like maybe 300 people could sit. I don't really have anything to say about this show. It's like, it has, oh good God. I mean, it's got Tom Byron and Lawler doing the best, making the best of a bad situation. Why couldn't Lawler have just stayed in Memphis? Because Tom and Byron would have been just fine. It took our minds off of everything that is going on, and that is great, much like SmackDown. But there was one match on this. Now, I don't want anybody endangering themselves, and this really is just a way to hype WrestleMania, which, at this point, you know what they ought to do? They ought to just take the card from TakeOver, put it on Mania, and just do that. Instead of, instead of canceling TakeOver outright, just do that. Just fucking do that. You might as well have it be, Mania TakeOver, taking over the Performance Center. I don't know what I'm on about anymore. Edge comes out. He rolls that beautiful bean footage. It's actually footage of when, he got attacked by Randy and then Beth got attacked. And we have all this. Talks about Orton all growing up. Talk about, Orton growing up in the business and, needing Edge's help and stuff like that. No, Edge is like, you're upset because I earned all this stuff and your dad had to get you into the business. And talked about facing, Mick Foley in those matches. The feuds, the respective feuds they had with Mick Foley, Orton in 04, Edge in 06, really helped develop their characters, help their careers. And it really, really did, honestly. Orton at Backlash 2004, and Edge at WrestleMania 22, just under 2 years later. And he talked about his surgeries, mentioning Beth, and talking about how there's going to be a last man standing match, which, by the way, is taking place when all this stuff is going on. Just let that sink in for a bit. A last man standing match. Only one man can walk out. Only one man can survive. That was a bit uncomfortable, but whatever. It is what it is. The stipulation makes sense. It's just the timing of it. Vince is great at timing, isn't he? And then, he talks about, all this stuff going on, and Edge, very fired up promo, very good stuff. And then we have Becky arriving in a custom-made, semi-truck. Cool. Okay, it was great. They replayed the entire Men's Rumble for this, much like when they replayed the entire Tag Team Elimination Chamber match during SmackDown. So this is one where it was kind of cool you got to see this on free TV, I will admit that, but just time to take the piss out of this, because instead of showing some classic Austin matches, it is great that they showed some of this, but you could, I know I complain about them sometimes focusing too much on the past, but you could have shown some more Austin stuff. Yes, he got to celebrate at the end, but anyway, Brock just dominating, eating up half the field, reacting to Keith Lee, big boy, who is this motherfucker, and just eating everybody or whatever, and just tossing them out, just Brock just having their lunch, just, eating them for lunch, eating them for dinner, eating them for a midnight snack. Brock was hungry during that, and he friggin' devoured everybody. And then we got Drew eliminating him to a huge pop. We get Edge's return, which was great. Of course, they include the original footage of cutting everywhere except Edge, for a lot of that stuff. And then they had to show the unseen footage on, WWE's YouTube channel. And then I think did they slot that into the network version? I actually haven't seen it. But anyway, I digress. They had all that. They had some really, really cool moments in this Rumble. And really what it was a tale of two Rumbles. It was Brock dominating at first, and you had the Keith Lee spot and the Braun spot, and that was pretty cool. And then you had Drew dominating the last half. And he hit 3, Drew 1, and then, would do all that, the stuff with the Claymore. And Of course, Edge eliminating Orton by grabbing his Viper from behind, and if I have to picture it, don't ask me why, you all are going to have to picture it. That's how these things work. And then Roman gets eliminated, and we have Drew winning. Drew's winning. Hooray! He gets to have his WrestleMania moment now in front of literally no people, or just a bunch of the crew. Not the DK crew. And if you have that song from Donkey Kong 64 stuck in your head, I'm sorry. I'm not, though. So, we have Undertaker suddenly showing up. We're getting a contract signing between AJ Styles and Undertaker. Undertaker, first, no one was there to pop for the Undertaker's dong. He makes the quickest quickest entrance ever. I mean, quicker than even when he got set on fire because of that ill-timed pyro and he was like pouring water on himself in the Elimination Chamber. I think it was 2000. Was it 10? I think it was 2010. He ran to the ring. He reacted like, either his kids were playing a video game too loud, his kids came home late, or like, hey, you kids get off my lawn, or I don't know, maybe he saw something else, like, that he didn't like politically out there. Maybe somebody made a bad post about Michelle McCool again. I'm not really sure, but Undertaker was not happy. And firstly, Undertaker has that Nicole Kidman forehead going on or whatever, where his hair is all the way back here, yet his forehead's almost like, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. It's just goddamn mind-blowing. He throws over the table, scares Lawler because there's no contract or whatever, and Undertaker's mad. I guess Grandpa was off his meds or something. And then AJ Styles is there, and Gallows and Anderson are there, and he mocks Taker, saying Taker interjects himself in every single, WrestleMania. It's always time for Undertaker. He just can't let anything go. Calls him Mark, mentions Michelle, all this stuff, cutting this, pulling back the curtain, even though we knew he was Mark Calloway for a while. And then he signs the contract and says, hey, Gallows Anderson, you go out there and do that. Well, hey, Anderson, you go. Gallows, you go. You're the biggest guy here. What the hell are you doing? And they go there. And they go to deliver the contract to him, and then, the lights, the gong, the Undertaker's dong goes off, and, have fun on seeing that. He goes, and then the lights go out, and it's the old thing where he suddenly appears behind them. The problem is he moved maybe 20 feet, and they have to act all shocked and everything. I mean, to be fair, when Undertaker's dong goes off and he's behind you, you would be scared too. And yeah, then he attacks them and brawls with them, and this was so bad. It was so funny, though. It was so funny. I couldn't even be mad at it. I can't be mad at the fact that they're still trying to put on a show with the circumstances they're facing. And then he signs the whole thing, and then we have one match, Rey versus Andrade with Zelina Vega. The highlight of this was Asuka on commentary. I don't know what she was saying, because I don't speak enough Japanese. I understand a little, very, very little. She was mocking Lawler, which was good. I think she was even mocking Byron, but this was really good stuff. She was the most entertaining thing about this. And then Rey and Andrade had a nice little, quick match, and Rey won. But, Asuka just cheering on Andrade and all this. It was just really, really fun. It was really fun. It was ridiculous, but it was really fun. Asuka and Triple H on commentary is what we need. I don't know why. Why the fuck not? If you're going to have all these shows at the Performance Center, at least until after Mania, we'll see what happens after that. Because this whole thing, again, I'm not going to mention, and please don't mention it in the comments. Let's not do that. Let's try to be positive and make the best out of this situation. Hey, at least WWE brass were doing what they could. And then, so Rey pins Andrade and Asuka's all happy or upset. I don't really know. And then Becky comes out with a promo. She wants Shayna in the worst way. At least I think that's what it was. Maybe it was a dream I had. I don't know. She's, just cutting her down and everything, saying, hey, you need to do what you don't normally do, and that's think. Think about what you're going to do. You could eat through the entire women's roster, but you're not going to be able to get through me. Obviously, Shayna's going to win. It's going to be a very bizarre Mania where all these storylines change and stuff like that. Maybe they take a little hiatus after Mania, and we just reset and come back after a month. Who knows? And Shayna's watching backstage. Why didn't she walk like the 50 feet to go attack Becky? Who knows? Kevin Owens interviews. Goes into his history about the Performance Center, and he's going to beat up Rollins at Mania. Cool. Okay. We then get Stone Cold 316 as a national holiday. And then Byron has numbers, to grade Austin's jokes, his various jokes. It's like, you're only going to give me a 5? Tough crowd, tough crowd. He said tough crowd more than he did what? Though he did do the whole give me a hell yeah thing, and there's nobody in the building. Give me a hell yeah. And then Byron starts the hell yeah thing, and then starts the grading thing. I don't know who wrote this. I don't know why they did this. I don't know if they just said, hey, guys, go do something. Hey, we'll do this. Okay, cool. And that was it. And then Byron gets invited down, and Austin kicks Byron in the groin and then stuns him. Becky comes down, steps on Byron or whatever. Some people would pay good money for that. And by some people, I mean me. I have a lot of issues, is what I'm saying. But then Becky and Austin are drinking beers and stuff like that, and then Austin stuns Byron again. Cool, okay, whatever. Not even going to grade the show. You know what? It was ridiculous. It distracted me. It did. I've had a lot of anxiety and depression lately, and I think a lot of people have too. So you know what? Hey, I mean, at least it was something. It was something. Not going to grade the show. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.